me show ya. Let me show ya. Let me show ya. Let me show ya. Let me show ya.
Hey guys, we're back with another episode of VP Customs. Welcome to everybody who is new to the channel. If you haven't subscribed or you haven't seen us before, go back and check out other videos too. You'll love what you see. Today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be re-lowering Tanya's night train. It has the Burly drop-in kit, and they have PVC spacers that you can adjust the size of the lower kit. So we're going to take them back out and cut it. I measured my bike. That's how low she wants it. Mine currently has 4 inches between the directional and the bottom of the fork. This has 6, so the plan is just to take out the spacer and cut out 2 inches, and hopefully we'll be where she wants it to be.
Yep.
Alright, so let's get started. Okay guys, so what I was talking about with the 4 and the 6 inches, you can see right there, there's like 6 inches between the fork and where I moved the directional down. See, this is a little trick that I do on these bikes to make it look even lower, is that you move the directional from the top down to the bottom. It's not hard to do at all, and it changes the whole look of the bike. So here's a little before. It's going to be nothing really drastic, but it'll definitely make a big difference on the way the bike sits in the front end. It'll actually help her reach a little bit better as well. Here's a good before shot for everybody to see. Tonight what we're going to be using is I'll call this my middle grade jack. I have the big lift. I have that ATV jack that works perfect for stuff like this, and I also have that little pancake jack that you guys have seen in the other videos. That thing's great. If you want something quick and easy for under $100, it's the best way to go. You don't have to strap it in. I mean, I would. It's the best way to say it. Years ago, I came into the garage. We were working on a CBR. We came in on one of these stands, and the bike was on its side.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! And as you can see, we got our heater. Well, we've had this heater, but
I fixed it.
We fixed it.
All right, so we're tight. Plan of attack here. I'm going to go through it, even though I'm not installing a full drop-in kit, I'm just adjusting this one. Or we're going to go through the whole process like you would be. It's really not hard to do at all. First step, we'll take off the axle, remove the wheel, brake caliper, everything off to the side, and we'll start removing all the bits and pieces to get up to the top. It's a little time consuming. We'll have fun with it, right? We always do.
We always do.
All right, so we're going to start by taking off the axle caps that we have on there. Amazon special. I'll put the link for those down in the description below. I don't even think they were $20, but they changed the whole look. Look at how much better it looks.
Yeah.
Right? Next step, we'll take off the brake caliper. Very important. These are the 12 point. Don't try to do it with a 6 point. It's not going to work out well for you. You'll remember the top bolt's longer. Slide that off. You're just going to want to put it somewhere out of the way. Hang it up. I'll end up, sometimes I end up like just bungee strapping. Oh, it found a nice home right there. That's good.
Nice home.
A nice home. Alright, what I like to do next is just crack the axle loose. Alright. I didn't do the pinch nuts first on this side because then the axle is going to spin inside there, so you want to just turn the nut first, and then we'll come over here and we'll loosen up these next. The pinch bolts. I know this is common knowledge for a lot of people, but I figured we'll tell the people that don't know. Maybe this is their first time doing it. Alright, see it separated a little bit there? Now we can come back over here. We'll take off our nut, washer. I'm going to put gloves on, call me what you want. I look at anti-seize wrong and I'm going to be covered in it. I know somebody commented saying that, why am I the one wearing gloves and Tanya's not? It's because she's stubborn, and then she complained.
I did not complain.
You did complain. Getting the grease out of your nails.
No, it wasn't the grease, it was the smell.
Alright, so as you're pulling this out, I don't know what you can do. I stick my foot underneath the wheel, and everything's going to kind of want to fall, so remember where your spacers go. They're different sizes. So the line was on the outside. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna put that part down. And I'm gonna leave it there for now. All right, there's the wheel. Everybody keeps asking. Ultima 21 by 3.5. This is the Vortex. It's a nice wheel.
It's a beautiful wheel.
Beautiful
I
wheel.
love this wheel.
And yes, we are updating the brake rotors. That will be in a video coming up soon, putting some floaters on it, as requested. Just to keep things formality here, just tighten that back up on there. Get it out of the way. Stand it up over here in the corner. And we will put more anti-seize on it before we put it back in. The spacers, the lines are on the outside, figures on the shifter side. Next step, I mean, it's really dealer's choice. We can just take off the fender. I'll probably have Tanya do that because her hands are clean now. All right, so as I said, Tanya's going to be the one taking the fender off. And I think she learned a little trick since the last time we've done this.
Don't take out that side, or else everything will fall.
Yes, leave your bolt through, and it'll kind of act as a brace to hold up the fender in the meantime. Look, she's storing her nuts in her pocket like a chipmunk. What do you think about it?
Don't want to strip these.
Yeah, come on. We've had enough stripping going on lately.
Not that kind of stripping, guys. Come on.
Come on now.
Although we were just told that we need an OnlyFans page.
What the hell is an OnlyFans?
Apparently, I look like I should be on OnlyFans.
That's rude.
I mean, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment.
It's a compliment, but it's, this is a family channel, boys. Nice, with the nail. All right, so there's our brackets for the fat tire. We're gonna put this somewhere out of the way, safe. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we'll take off these directionals. It's just a couple little Allen bolts, and the clamp will come off. The important part here is when, yeah, that's not the right size, but that's okay. We'll get you the right, we'll get you the right size.
Well, I was testing it out.
All right, so yeah, no, that's too small. It's going to be a number 4, and I've already pulled it out for you, I believe. So
I don't think you did.
So the important part here is going to be holding that clamp that I'm pointing to right here as you take it off, because it's going to want to fall. So here's a fun little trick for you. These only get so tight, and they loosen up right out of the way.
Cool. I already knew that. I was just...
That's tightening it.
I'm not done.
Oh, you were just trying that. Gotta give her credit, though. She gets right in there. She does it. This is her bike. She wants to work on it.
I mean, yeah, it's just taking some bolts out here and there, but it's still fun to get involved.
Do it, right? Get involved. Side note, all of the parts have come in for the handlebars in this bike. We went with the 12-inch Z-bars. Yeah, she's happy. So all the parts have come in. We've been waiting. I'm just looking for a good opportunity to do it. It's definitely going to be an all-day event. 2-part video for sure. But we'll get you guys all that content. You'll be seeing the whole process, I promise. She's determined. Okay. I got the shiny part, and you can just kind of let those dangle off to the side. There you go. Alright, on to the next one. Another cool little trick is you can take this spacer out, and you can suck your directionals in. If you go back and look at the other videos, you can see on my 2001, I've done that. To be honest, I just haven't gotten to the hardware store to get the washers into the different size bolts to do it on hers. Don't tell her that, though.
Mm-hmm. You do know I'm right here.
Determination.
I'm just trying to be as quick as I can, because once again, we have a 1-year-old that sleeps like poop.
Like poop.
Like
That's
poop.
a good term. I'm ready to sleep in another room. This kid sleeps so bad. He comes out in the middle of the night. Torture. Directionals are off. What we can do next, these screws up here. Now, it's super important. Do not try to tackle these with a number 2 screwdriver. For those of you that don't know number 2, you can clearly see the difference here. See how much play is in there? That's going to be a bad day for you if you try to use that screwdriver to take those bolts out. What I would suggest, I had a really hard time with these. Initially did the lowering kit. They were really rusted. I think the bike may have spent a little time outside before we bought it. Spray them down really good, And what you're going to want to use is an impact bit driver if you can. If you can get your hands on one of those. They're not expensive. I mean, this one it's a Matco. That is expensive. But you can get cheaper options at like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or something like that. See how that fits in there perfectly? We're not going to have to do this. I'm going to be able to use this like a screwdriver because I've already had this one off. See how Tanya was able to use not too much pressure there. But if you were going to use this another way, you'd want to hold it and you would be hitting it with a hammer as you're putting left force on it there, and that would shock the bolt basically to get it out. I've heard horror stories. Even my dad on his 2000 Night Train had to use vice grips to get his out because they were so bad. So it's not uncommon. That's just a tip I figured I'd share with you guys.
All right, so what's gonna fall?
Nothing's gonna fall right now. Nothing's gonna fall right now.
We're just taking those out. Me anyway,
yeah.
But
yeah, we're not letting anything shiny hit the ground. I promise. All right, so what we can do next, we have another set of pinch bolts right there on the back, and also what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take these top nuts off. I have the wrench wrapped in just masking tape. Call me neurotic, but you don't want your chrome scratched, right?
I do not.
No, you do not. So, all right, so we'll take out these pinch bolts back here first. Okay. So the other side, we're not going to be able to use the socket wrench. She's going to have to use a box wrench to get on there because of the hard brake line. That will be eliminated very soon when we get the bars on because it's going to be all soft at that point. So for doing this, she's going to lift up towards the handlebars. Oh, you're strong, huh? You broke that free that easy?
This one was a lot looser than that one for some reason.
It wasn't looser. I might have pre-broke it free for her when she was upstairs.
Hey! That's not right.
I'm just trying to help out, right?
No, I want to do it.
Next step, we are going to be taking off these chrome nuts on top. She's going to grab the big wrench and might as well put it like towards like right around here, like that. Ooh, she doesn't like the help. I'll hold the bars for her. There you go. Don't drop your washer.
Or what?
You know what will happen.
What will happen? Seriously, what will happen?
You know what will happen.
I know?
Yeah.
What is that, like innuendo for beating my ass?
Look at that. Muscles.
Did you loosen
I didn't know. I honestly didn't loosen it. She just you got good leverage with the wrench. You're doing good. Lita, what do you think? Hey, approved? Okay. She's on guard. She heard a squirrel outside.
Oh,
do not drop that stuff. So we are ready to take these forks out. Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it. She's excited. She's excited. We're gonna have to unthread these out like a big screw. Look at that. It comes right out. See, I just turned it to the left. Careful, because it's gonna want to drop. It's gonna slide down. And you know, it's deceiving because they call these kits drop-ins. So you would think that this, like, the big nut would come off top and you would just drop everything in. But no, you still have to do it as like you would like a full suspension kit. So when you get to this point, just be careful. You don't want to turn it over, potentially leak oil out. We'll do one at a time. I think that's the best way to do it. Next step is going to be taking this cap off. If you had a bike that maybe sat outside like this one did for a little bit, there's a little bit of rust here. It's going to be hard. There's special tools to do this. If you don't have it, you can use a vise. You're just going to have to wrap the fork in a towel so you don't scratch up any of the parts here. This one should come out a lot easier. Fingers crossed.
Famous last words?
Yeah. We're going to have to probably put this one in the vise too. Alright, so change the plan. We're not going to try to do it on the floor. It's actually a little bit tighter. So look what I'm doing here. I put the end in the vise and just kind of crack it loose. Alright, so now that I got it loose, I'm not trying to spill all this fluid back out because this is fresh fork fluid. We just changed this pretty recently. So take the cap back off. Alright. Okay. So you can see there's a washer on top from the new kit. And here's where we'll stop for a second because I'm going to show you what came out of there initially. Like I said, it's a Burly drop-in. I kept the stocks. This is the big spring that was in the stocks. If you're going to do a suspension kit like this, it's a great opportunity to make sure you have fresh fork oil because it's a commonly overlooked piece of maintenance. You want to change your fork fluid often. So the way this kit works is that I know it seems a little cheesy, but there's your PVC spacer. So if you look down in there, there's another washer. And basically there's two springs. There's a large spring and a small spring. I guess one spring is for the rebound and one spring is, I guess, for the ride height, something along those lines, but let's pull it out. So there's your top spring. And there's also a larger spring that's down there. I'm not gonna fish all the way out. So that one just goes back on top. Drop your washer in. And then it would go spacer and washer again, and then that cap. The way they set it up, they tell you to take so much of the spacer and cut it to the ride height. It never works like that.
Definitely not, because
No.
we cut more, even
Yeah.
more than what they suggested the first time, and it still was
So what I'm
so
gonna
much
do,
higher.
my theory is, I'm gonna take 2 inches off of this, and that should take that 2 inches that I need to make it 4 inches like my bike. Let's cut this up, and we'll see how it works out. All right, we'll take that top part off. Okay, so our original piece was 4 inches. We're down to 2. We'll get off all the little burrs, and we'll throw it back in there. We'll see how this works out. So, washer on top, and we're gonna push that down and start threading it in, which can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Oh, we got it. Now we can use this. She's gonna hold the fork. I'm not gonna hit her in the face.
Are you sure?
Another thing I wanted to show you guys, when you do change your fork oil, you can just turn it upside down and let it all drain out. Also, there's a screw on the bottom. That takes a really long time. Make sure that's nice and tight. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now what's gonna hold that in place is those big nuts again on top. Okay, one down. Get the next one out. Look at this. This one wants to unthread before it even comes out, which is fine too. So this one stayed in there. You can deal with that. Same thing, comes right out. It's your washer. And we'll just take another 2 inches right out of this one. Repeat the process. Trusting her with my little piggies, huh?
Those piggies again.
All right, nice. We'll take it. Get your piggies in there and clear that all out. That's one way. File, jeans, whatever you want to go about it, right?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so next we're going to drop in our PVC. Put our washer on top of it. And we're going to have to slide this fork back up through the tube. All right, and thread it. It's kind of nice. This one did what it was supposed to do. It stayed in. I think it was one of the washers you forgot earlier.
Wait, which washer?
I think a washer fell down from the fork. But this is good. This one did what it was supposed to do. It stayed up there. The other one came right out. All right, so that's good and tight. Good and tight.
Good and tight.
Wait, I didn't have to tell her what to do on this one. Those rubber gaskets can be a little bit of a pain.
Hey, get out!
So territorial.
Jesus.
Which way you turn this time? Doesn't need any help.
Oh, the handlebar.
I'm just holding the handlebar. That's all I'm doing. Good. We can go back and check it after anyway. What about this side?
Oh, you did that side now.
That's loosening it.
Oh.
You're loosening it.
I was going this way and you told me I was loosening it. You keep telling me the wrong thing.
You're
all the
just
time.
loosening it. It's
No.
remember it's reversed when you flip the other side.
I was going the right way and you said I was loosening it. You're not holding it very well.
Well, you told me you didn't need help. Straddle that thing. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, that's right. It was still going.
Alright, next we're going to put back in our pinch bolts. Little ones in there.
Good insight.
Did you crank those down good?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell her she's loosening it again. You're loosening it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, you're going to have to use the box wrench for the other side. It's in your pocket.
Listen, guy. I know where I keep everything.
She's loosening it again. But really, can your wife do this? Uh-oh.
What was that?
Something that we're cutting out. Okay, so we got our axle. It's got a ton of anti-seize on it, but it can't hurt just to add a little bit more. Globber on there. I'll use another glove that I have here. Just kind of like smear it on. Don't get any ideas there. All right, let's get the wheel and our spacers.
I was instructed that I need to wear.
Lock down. Put it down farther. Yeah, she was instructed to wear gloves on this one because of the anti-seize.
Even though I'm not touching it.
You might touch it.
I might touch it?
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Okay. We're almost through. Hold it steady. We're through. All right. So we'll thread this up. Get it kind of hand tight over here. Oh, there's the anti-seize.
You were reckless.
Messy. Oh, come on. I'm a detailer, remember? Give this girl hell. Okay. We'll put the caps on now, get it over with.
Apparently it's a good time to tell you about our merch again. So make sure to check out our merch. It'll be in the description below. And if there's anything you guys have an idea that you'd want on the shirt, let me know because I design them.
Next step, we're going to get the front brake caliper back on.
Goes on the top?
Yep, big ones on top. Like so.
These things are pissing me off.
Gloves are coming off. It's fighting time.
I don't know how you work with the gloves. They bother me.
I like the gloves.
Get my hands too.
Guys, we're almost there. Directionals, fender, and then we'll put this thing on the ground and see if we really
If we made a difference.
we made a difference. We definitely made a difference. We took 2 inches out of that PVC. It's going down.
It's going down.
Remember, 12-point socket. Not you. The, the people.
Why can't I know? Because I already know, right?
Yes, you already know. Good. Spin test. We're spinning and we're straight. Okay, good. No hang-ups. Next, we'll get those directionals on.
Wait, you're kind of in my way. Go ahead.
She got it on her own. I feel like with her helping me more in the garage lately, she's not questioning why things take as long as they do anymore. It's not all about just drinking in the garage and hanging out.
Don't know.
Why are you sitting? Okay, let's get our fender.
Holding too many nuts and bolts here.
Got too many nuts in your hand? Like a pro. See when she leaves my workshop though? Gloves thrown on the ground. She'll hold the handle. There you go. We done?
We're done.
Alright. Let's get it down off the lift. Let's take some measurements and see if we did it.
I love it.
I think we really are good. And look at when you sat on it, it went way down.
I still feel like it's high.
It is not high. You're slammed. Look at that. Tell me in the comments, how low is this thing? It looks like flat, level, looks perfect.
My bars.
Yeah, you're sitting low now.
I need to get a new seat.
Just never happy. Never happy. Okay, so after she sat on it, we compressed the springs down. And now we are exactly where we wanted to be. We're at that 4 inches. Perfect. Happy now? I told you that's all we had to do was take 2 inches out and you doubted me, but look at this thing, guys. Low. From sitting out in this cold garage, we lost a little air pressure in the tire. We know, I'm aware. I'm not going to fire up the compressor at midnight and wake up the babies.
Don't want to do that because they already woke up. Well, one already woke up twice already. Maybe even 3 times in this whole process. Actually, it didn't take us as long as we thought it was going to take us either. So it was only, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it for the first time, give yourself some time because a lot of these bolts are going to be stuck. It's going to be a little bit of an issue. We had one fork that came out with the threaded nut on top. If that happens, just put it in a vise or a special tool. We were lucky enough on the other side that it stayed in there and we were able to just thread it right back in the way you're supposed to. So just roll with the punches, however it happens. Yep. And when you're working with something like this, just be ready for anything because that's what happens. That's part of the fun though, right?
Hey, and if you guys learned something today, come back and watch some more.
Do you think it's too low? We don't think it's too low.
It's not too low. Don't listen to him. You can just comment anyway, though, and tell us that it looks good low.
And yes, we know the ride's probably going to suffer a little bit like that, but it's fine. We're not too worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all. Because for the amount that I do get out and ride, I don't think about any of that. I just enjoy being on my bike and loving it. Yep. So
thank you guys again for watching. We love it. All of your support's been so great. Yeah. And like she said, merchandise is up on the site. It really helps us out. And if you could just show some support by buying a shirt, we'd love that. And like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care.
Say bye, Lita. Say bye. Bye, Poo Poo. By the way, she got the name Poo Poo because she likes to eat poopsicles. Let me know if any of your dogs have that problem that eat poop in the winter.
Everybody drop low. Come on and get it. 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 Get it, I can dig it.